Hello, my little worldlies. Today I am joined by a special guest. This is Holly Gutwillinger, and she is the author of North of Broken, The Forever Home. It's a sweet story of a woman and her rescue dog finding themselves, and we are currently in Cafe Jean while she will be doing her book launch on February 14th.
That's right.
You looking forward to it?
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
So, first off, I want to ask why writing? Because I know you're interested, you paint, you do other crafts, but it seems that your heart has been put into the writing, and I want to know why you chose that medium for your art.
That's an excellent question. I think it's because it's cliche, it's cheesy, but my heart is at home when I'm writing. I feel like I am 100% myself and I'm at peace and I could just sit there and hang out with myself for hours writing.
Do you think that people have to have a certain personality to write? Like they need to be comfortable with introspection before they do it? Or is it a practice that they can learn?
Yes, definitely. I did. I mean, I was writing, note cards, love letters, and I'm learning, and I'm even seeing my writing change. It's evolving. And I've actually had people tell me the same, so I know it's working. I mean, you have to be willing to open yourself up to some learning, but all that can be done through friends, online classes, whether they're free or paid. So it's never too late.
If you caught that, she pointed at me when she said friends. I'm friends with a famous author.
Yeah. I've sold like one book. Woo. Amen.
You gotta start with one, right?
You know what? I sold one. I'm good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, your book launch, you're gonna sell at least two because I have to buy one.
Excellent. Love it.
So obviously, animals are a big part of what you're writing, and when she does her book launch here, part of the proceeds will be going to animal shelters. I want to know why. Did something happen in life where animals became important to you, or were you just born into it and you could have been born in a flock of puppies and you would have been fine?
Oh, yes, definitely. I mean, I've got shaggy hair already, so no, excellent question. I was always attached to animals, and for me, this is just a way to create a way for me to give back. So I've been trying to volunteer with different organizations, but whether they're too busy or I never get a call back. So I'm thinking, okay, I will create my own way to give money back to the shelters, and this is my way of doing it. I mean, it didn't start out this way, but I could see the vision growing as I continued to write, and so now I see it as my way to give back. I can't. I mean, I have rescues, and I will always continue to rescue. But if I can't be in the shelters, then I'm gonna give back to the people who take care of themselves.
And we live up north, and so animal abandonment is a big issue up here. So
there was just another big recording.
Canadian Tire, yeah, not sponsored.
Yeah, but hundreds of dogs are. Yeah.
So Sully is based on your dog.
Yes.
Why was it important for you to give Sully a voice? What is it in his day-to-day personality that you saw that you wanted to give him words to express himself?
Well, because this started out as a way for me to try and fix my dogs who had different behaviors, and I realized I couldn't fix them. So I realized after that I had to accept them. And so by giving him a voice in the story, it was his way of telling me how to maneuver this. And people were like, "What do you mean telling you?" I said, "No, my dog doesn't speak to me, but you get a feeling. You have gut reactions towards your animals." And I thought if I could write it out, then I would understand more. And my relationship with my dogs has changed since I wrote that.
One of the things people like to say is that the dog trained me just as much as I trained him.
Yes, I agree. I mean, my dog Cash has trained us that he comes up at 3 o'clock every morning for snuggles. So, yeah, fun times.
3 a.m. snuggles are lovely and awful at the same time.
Yes, they're the best kind of snuggles for sure.
So, if you feel comfortable talking about this, can you talk to me about Rebel Betty?
I love Rebel Betty. You know how much I love Rebel Betty. She is a construct in my head, but she came to me through the times that I had to deal with the inner critic. And I didn't know what to do with that in the beginning of this process. I mean, yes, I've been creative my whole life, and I guess you could say the inner critic has always been present in my life, but more so when I started writing, because you start to doubt yourself, imposter syndrome, all of those things.
I guess that also shows how much you care about writing once you start feeling more doubt towards it.
Yeah, yes, I suppose, because you want people to enjoy what you're writing. That's a whole other conversation, right?
Yeah.
But I realized that I needed to start to shift this inner critic to something more constructive, or it was going to be at my demise, or my writing life would no longer be. So I gave her a name, and because I ran into somebody on the island, and I just had a vision of what, not because this woman was a critic, but there was something about this woman that oozed strength and aliveness and independence, and I thought, if I was to create the perfect inner critic, she would look like that woman. And then my son and I, we were rambling as we do in the car, and that's where Rebel Betty came from. And so now, I'm not saying she doesn't exist, like she doesn't try to get to me, but when I flip the switch and I ignite Rebel Betty, she becomes a force to reckon with. And so that's why her name is Rebel Betty. That was a long answer for her.
No, it was a beautiful answer. It kind of makes me want to give my inner critic a name, but then it's like, now I know who I'm beating up, and I don't want to know their name.
Actually, I've noticed other people online starting to name their inner critic.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Look what you started.
Trendsetter.
So, one thing that I've experienced as a writer is other people who want to write asking, where do I start? Which is a bit of a loaded question, but everyone starts somewhere different. Where did you start, and what would you say to someone who asked you that question?
Well, interestingly enough, you and I offered, or not offered, but we took part in a free writing workshop in one of the little small towns, and so there were individuals there who were just trying to figure it out. So to me, that's a great place to start. Coming to a cafe such as this, where there are like incredible tables and ambiance and atmosphere, just come and sit and write what comes out of your heart, and stay true to your heart in the beginning. And just feel it out, see what it's like, and then you'll start to navigate what your interests are, and you'll be amazed at who comes into your life at the right time to guide you, direct you, maybe just like-minded people, and you want to share your writings, and it just evolves from there. But you have to pick the spot to start from.
And I want to add on to that because everyone thinks that writing in a coffee shop is a little cliche. That's like the tortured writer with their black coffee writing. I think the reason the stereotype exists is because this is the easiest and cheapest way to get away from everybody. Get out of your house, spend $2 on a coffee, and write.
Yeah. And who cares if it's cliche? It's the perfect kind of cliche, isn't it? I mean, I love it.
That's true. I do.
I mean,
I feel legitimate.
Isn't that what everyone's looking for? Is that cozy vibe online and on, right now my biggest go-to is on YouTube or Netflix is the Fireplace channel. Yes. And you choose a coffee shop or you choose a cozy nook. You can't get cozier than this.
Well, speaking of cozy, one of the trends right now, especially on Book Talk, is spicy novels, especially so when it comes to romance. And I've noticed other reviewers saying that people are so quick to get to the spice now that they're forgetting the story. You've gone for story and said there's no spice here. Is that a conscious effort or is that just your style?
That's just my style. Yeah, I'm all about the story and developing the character and looking inward. I mean, that spicy romance or whatever is for someone, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But for me, the story needed to be introspective.
So the importance of jumping on trends with writing, but yeah,
I tried it. A couple years ago, I shied away from my authentic writer's voice and stepped to writing. He was gone with family, and my voice was diminished. And when I went back to writing from that deeper place in my heart, it all came never again.
So yes, by the time you write for the trend's gone anyway.
That's right.
How important is community in writing for you?
So important. I have no issues being by myself. I can spend hours alone, tucked away, writing. But when I need to fill my cup, that's when I go to the community. And you are part of my community. We write together, and it just it gives us that refill. No pun intended. No pun intended. And so I think it's not always easy to find your community. It may take a while. When you do, well, it's a push. You'll know.
Just I'm in my 40s, and it took me this long to find my community. So yes, I completely agree.
And I'm older than her, so it took me.
And what can you name a book that influenced you in your writing, or even just your favorite book?
I always come back to Lily and the Octopus by Stephen Rowley because it's the first book. I think it came when I first started writing this book. It sort of showed me that I could give my dog a voice, and people would set aside their judgment for long enough just to enjoy the story. Because I'm asking people to set aside any kind of judgment. What do you mean a dog can talk? I think all of us as dog owners really wish our dog could talk to us. So that's the book that I would recommend. It was a beautifully crafted story about a man who needs his dog and I don't want to give too much away, but what they had to go through. So it was touching, beautiful, and I recommend it to everyone.
That sounds beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. So your book launches on the 14th. Where can they pre-order your book right now?
On Amazon. They can pre-order. And then we'll have the physical copies just about everywhere as well, and especially here at the cafe for the ladies.
Yes, shout out to Cafe Jeanne. It is absolutely beautiful here.
Incredible.
Well, I hope you all have a good brain day and enjoyed our little talk, and I hope it inspired you to write. Take care. Bye-bye.